Time now for the morning rush. A Spirit Airlines flight is on the ground in Albuquerque this morning after having to perform an emergency landing. The flight was originally intended to fly from Orlando, Florida to Las Vegas, Nevada. They were forced to land at the Sunport because of an on-flight issue, but the spokesperson for the Sunport did not elaborate. Now, staying at the Sunport this morning, the struggle continues for holiday travelers across the country trying to get back home. The Sunport says there have been at least 149 cancellations in the past 5 days. According to a spokesperson, they were expecting even more. Community members are asking questions about damaged streetlights after a deadly crash Monday morning. An SUV hit and killed a pedestrian on I-25 frontage road south of Tramway at Eagle Rock around 2 Monday morning. Streetlights in the area were not on. The driver is not facing any charges for that crash. Erica.
And here's a look at our hourly forecast. Expecting rain showers through much of today. Temperatures starting out in the mid-40s and slowly dropping as the day goes on. Make sure you're grabbing your rain jacket and your extra layers.
Rio Rancho police are investigating a second mass tire slashing that hit a neighborhood in the city. It happened around 4:30 Monday morning near 528 and High Resort. One neighbor is now stuck with a $1,200 bill. Rio Rancho police tell us officers responded to several reports of this throughout the entire city on Monday. In addition to tire slashing, surveillance video from one home shows the vandals hopping out of a dark-colored pickup around 3 in the morning and then making off with decorations from the front yard. It's a similar scene to the one we showed you yesterday. Now, if you know who these people are, you're asked to call Rio Rancho police. Erica.
And here's a look at our threat index. It is higher today as we'll be seeing mountain snow and slick driving in the north and west part of the state. Even the Sandias will see some slick driving conditions. Otherwise, rain showers and high winds expected for all of New Mexico.
10 months into the war, Russia's foreign minister issued an ultimatum to Ukraine to demilitarize and cede 1/5 of Ukraine's territory to Russia, which Ukrainian officials call a non-starter. Ukraine is now calling for a Russian war crimes tribunal before a possible United Nations peace summit in February. A Supreme Court ruling means a Trump-era pandemic policy that allows the U.S. to quickly expel those who cross the border remains in effect. Migrant advocates argue Title 42 has denied entry to those who do qualify for asylum. Title 42 likely will remain in effect until the Supreme Court makes a final ruling, possibly next summer. Erica.
And here's a look at our traffic maps. They are clear. No accidents or slowdowns this morning, but it is rainy to start the day, so take it slow. We have a lot of cars out on the road around the Big I. We'll let you know as traffic picks up.
A puppy abandoned at San Francisco International Airport has found a new home. Polaris, a 6-month-old German Shepherd mix, was left behind in August by an international traveler who did not have proper documentation for importing an animal. And after Polaris found a new home with United pilot William Dale.
Time now for the 5 facts. At number 5, if you're planning on going out or drinking over the New Year's weekend, you have to make sure you have a safe ride home. Bernalillo County's Take a Ride on Us program has a new Uber code to get discounted rides for your celebration. Starting on Friday at noon, you can use the code NYE22 for good for 2 rides a person and $10 off each ride. The offer is good for the first 1,500 people who use the code.
At number 4, looking ahead for you this morning, the Albuquerque Solid Waste Management Department will not be collecting trash, recycling, or large items on New Year's Day, but will be back to work on January 2nd. All 3 convenience centers and the Cerro Colorado landfill will also be closed on the 1st, reopening on the 2nd. However, the main administrative office will not be reopening until the 3rd.
And at number 3, it is a rainy and snowy start to the day in New Mexico, and all that stuff in Arizona is heading our direction. So it's going to stay like that all day long. Grab your emergency kit if you're going to be in some of those winter storm warning areas.
At number 2, community members are asking questions about damaged streetlights after a deadly crash Monday morning. An SUV hit and killed a pedestrian on I-25 frontage road south of Tramway at Eagle Rock around 2 Monday morning. Streetlights in the area were not on. The city says they've been out for a while due to copper theft, and supply chain issues are making it difficult to fix the problem. The driver is not facing any charges in that crash. And at number 1, Rio Rancho police are investigating a second mass tire slashing that hit a neighborhood in the city. It happened around 4:30 in the morning Monday near 528 and High Resort. One neighbor is now stuck with a $1,200 bill. Rio Rancho police tells us officers responded to several reports of this throughout the entire city Monday. This comes just weeks after Rio Rancho's Cabezon neighborhood was targeted overnight.